All right, so it's astrology time, and this is Shane here with daily-astrocat.com. So today is Sunday, and it is the 26th of July. So we've only got one more week left in July, right? This is getting pretty scary. We're already starting our 31st week of the year, right? There's only 52. So Sunday, and the moon is void of course in Sagittarius. Begins void, of course, and it's going to enter Capricorn at 9:44 in the morning. So maybe we can get serious about some of the more responsible things we need to be addressing, right? Oh, that sounds like it might be pretty good. Get out early and get your walk taken care of, or whatever it is that you do to try to bring about some healthy things, right? Whatever you do to get moving, get it done early. So perhaps this is what David Bowie meant by serious moonlight, right? What are we going to do? We got to get out and move in serious moonlight. Hardly. Look, the ruler of Capricorn is Saturn, and if anybody should know that, it's David Bowie, because he was a Capricorn sun sign. So and Saturn is an action-oriented Aries. So perhaps that means serious action, like the serious moonlight. My grandmother, she was a Capricorn, and she's always busy. She always had her hands doing something. Even when she watched TV, she had to have her hands moving, doing something, whether she was crocheting or doing cards, or sometimes she multitask and do like word searches or crossword puzzles while she was watching TV. Now, I could always make her laugh, though, because if I told her something funny, but I had to do it in the driest way possible and just about deadpan it, and she would think that was hilarious. Now, the moon in Capricorn, this means business, okay? And the business that it means is right up until about 3:58 in the afternoon. And then that's when Saturn hits the brakes and goes retrograde. So put down your drawing pencils and pick up the checkbook. Do something practical, right? Let's look at where we're going financially. Let's do something responsible, because that's today's keyword is responsible. So now the color is a gold dome against a blue sky. I like that. It's kind of authoritarian. It's kind of a churchy thing or something like that. Very much a structured Saturn kind of thing. Now, Saturn will be retrograde until December, and it's going to retreat back to 7 degrees of Aries. Okay, and at that point, Saturn will be conjunct with the planet Neptune. Outer planet retrogrades don't quite roil the waters like those personal planets, like that Mercury retrograde that we were just praying for it to be over, and it's finally over, but now we find ourselves in a storm. And we explain that, and that video is up. If you need to go back and look at it, go ahead, find it, right? That's right. There were 2 big videos yesterday. The video on the Mercury retrograde and the shadow period is actually it's over 30 minutes long. So the outer planet, we talked about that. So this isn't a 5-month Mercury retrograde, however, whatever I gave you, right? Saturn, there's a tradition, right? And so what they say is Saturn affects the elderly, the disadvantaged, natural resources, and employment. This really doesn't change the trajectory of what we are going to experience vibrationally, because think about it. Saturn represents our challenges and responsibilities, limitations and structures, like that gold dome out in the distance, right? Structure in a church structure, the hierarchy of a church or of an organized religion. Now, reviewing these things can be beneficial, but not if it detracts from the work at hand. And, and honestly, the work at hand and what we're doing is what we really must be taking credit for. We're coming up to a big day. Leo season is going to get into full swing, and that spotlight is on us. So we're going to have to take and address that in a manner that's not quaking or cowering, because we need to rework what our responsibilities are and review them and renew. That's going to come with time, right? You have time to do that. It doesn't happen right away. So it's great to always be checking that stuff, right? And be looking at it. It's kind of like checking, whatever you would check to see if you're improving something. Say, like if you were trying to work on a credit score or something like that. That would be a very Moon and Capricorn thing. Now, the way I look at it is the Moon in Capricorn is essentially a sound check for the bigger event that's going to be happening on the 29th. The 29th, you say? Yes, Shane, the 29th. That's when the full moon occurs. The sun and Jupiter will be conjunct. The moon and the sun will be opposing each other, opposing Jupiter as well. The moon will be full, right? And the nodes are going to shift from Pisces, Virgo into Aquarius, Leo. And that is going to be quite interesting, right? This will fully energize the basket, okay, the cradle, and your personal charts and your future. Now, somebody had asked me, and I think I don't want to guess the wrong name, about Jupiter water. Have I ever made Jupiter water? I'm telling you right now, this 29th moon is going to be the moon for you to make whatever it is your heart desires. Take your favorite piece of jewelry, cleanse it on selenite, leave it out there, let it get that vibe, right? Right when that moon occurs. The Jupiter, we'll go into it when we get closer to it. But honestly, this is a very auspicious day for a lot of things, because that sun and Jupiter really is just bringing expansion and growth, and it addresses those things. In Leo, that growth is the growth of our outward things that we're doing, right? Not necessarily our persona, but very much close to it. So that's something that's going to be really worth looking at and doing. You can even take your water and take your candles, take whatever it is you want to put outside to capture this energy from the moon. And you can even put your pocket gems out there or anything else. Just make sure that it's safe for exposure to moisture, just in case there's some morning dew or something like that. Either that or collect them quickly. I would not leave selenite out there, because selenite is susceptible to water, nor opals or anything like that. So later on, look, you're going to get structure and you're going to get organized. That's what this Capricorn moon is good for. The nodes mean that we're heading towards greater innovation, and we're coming together as a society, and begin recreating and living up to the aspirations to universally uphold the rights of all people. Does that sound highfalutin? Yes, it sure is, and that's where we should really be heading. Our ideas are just beginning to gain traction, and maybe, just maybe, you are one of those sources of change. Now, however, there's something else that I have to say. Just run with the weirdness. I think that is going to be my mantra for the next 18 months when that node shifts on the 29th with that North Node in Aquarius. Get a good night's... What you need to do, though, is get a good night's rest tonight and stop depleting your sleep battery. Shane, talking to you. Okay. You will need all the energy you can muster for Monday and to get into this, what we're going to do with the 29th. So... that's all I have for you. In 2018, the observation of a black hole by the Very Large Telescope in Chile proves Albert Einstein's prediction of gravitational redshift, and it was published in Astronomy and Astrophysics on this date in 2018. And our birth is none other than Carl Jung. He is a Swiss psychiatrist, born into this state in 1875, died in 1961. He founded analytical psychology, and we all know him for his archetypes and his interest in astrology as well. And that is all I have for you. He's born in Kessel in Switzerland, and that is it. Okay, so let's recap, shall we? Our keyword is responsible, and the color is a gold dome against a blue sky. And that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate and love every single one of you. Share those videos, right? That would be a nice thing. That gets us more people, more eyeballs on us. Okay, so today's a 7. Happy astrocatting. Meow.